In 1999, I was a freshman at Texas A&M University. Early on the morning of November 18th, my life and our Aggie family changed forever. 20 years ago, my hometown newspaper asked me to write an article about the day Bonfire fell. When Bonfire fell on Thursday, November 18th, 1999, the whole world stopped and watched Texas A&M grieve and wait during the tedious rescue operation and hope that it would be life, not death, that greets them as they remove each log. A part of you dies when you lose a loved one, but it's the part of you that's changed by your experiences that lives to tell your story. It was my school, my classmates, my Aggie family grieving that day. This is my story. At 4:15 in the morning, I got a call from a friend in the Corps on my dorm room phone, and he said, "Bonfire fell," and I was confused. Bonfire fell. 2 million pounds of logs, 59 feet high. "Turn on the news," she said with a frantic voice. There it was, an image of Bonfire I will never forget. Logs turned over, twisted, scattered, with no resemblance of the image I had seen the day before. Strong, majestic, orderly, and powerful. I lived in Mosier, a dorm close to the build site, and as soon as we stepped out the door, we could see the devastation. We heard the air being chopped in half by the short stabs taken by the helicopters overhead. Our tear-stained faces were riddled with grief, and emptiness filled our hearts. We sat on the outskirts of the perimeter and watched and cried and prayed. We were all just kids. The Texas A&M campus reached out to God and held on tight as we were sickened by the updates of 6, then 11, and finally 12 fallen Aggies. A prayer service was held that day at 4 p.m. with so many in attendance you couldn't see the ground that we were standing on. In the last moments of the memorial service that night, I felt the deepest feeling of camaraderie that I have ever felt as we locked shoulders and stood in silence. Amazing Grace was slowly being sung by voices that could only manage a whimper. These seem like difficulties too big to be placed upon such young shoulders. We will not be able to forget. Our scars are too deep. I wrote these words when I was 18 years old, but they still ring true. We will not forget.